Ooh, that was unfortunate, to say the least. A look at the lie in the greenside rough. This putt is from 16 feet away. So close. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Par 3 measuring 208 yards, a difficult par 3 to say the least.
Let's get you out to the live play. That is a massive drive. This shot from around 100 yards out. This looks right at the pin. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Out to the 18th tee.
A speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
This one's right of the green.
The ball in the greenside bunker. Okay, a 15-footer remains. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Ever so slightly, this one's going right.
And a birdie to finish on 18. Well, Beamer, pack up your stuff. Our featured player is headed home.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut, but you learn from all the mistakes you made. You move on and on and hopefully forget about it, or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the opening round action of the Bluff Championship right now. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. Can't you feel the energy surrounding this championship? So much history, so many great champions. Let's see how this one plays out. Attaboy, good shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. He finds himself in a share of 9th on the leaderboard. The second at Central Otago, Rich, is a par 5, which players feel like they'll be able to get there in 2, but they've still got to be very accurate.
They do. Some trees lining both the left and right sides of the fairway. Fairway does pinch in, so the bigger hitters need to worry about that. The second shot, though, back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that sits well above you. Massive outcropping of rocks on the right-hand side short, but anything missing long and left goes down to a really low valley area.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And he needs this to save par. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Ooh, just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card. The third at Central Otago is consistent with the rest of the golf course, Rich. Just a gorgeous little par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
Let's get back to it, shall we? Time for the second shot into the third. This one is headed to the right. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
And this one will be for double bogey. Sitting at 2 over for the day. The fourth hole is a lengthy par 3 requiring a very accurate long iron.
The bunker short of the green is not there. It's just there to confuse you a little bit. There is a steep runoff off to the right-hand side that you want no part of. Anything bailing out just a little bit to the left is a great call.
And a par putt awaits him. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's a 36-footer.
So close. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 5th. And here we are with the third shot. An opportunity to make a par here. And with that effort, now 3 over for the day. The 6th hole is yet another strong par 4, Rich.
Yes, just that lone bunker down the right-hand side can only usually be reached when the hole is playing directly downwind. So anything shy of that is good off the tee. The second shot here, we've got a multitude of rock outcroppings there on the left-hand side, protecting any wayward shots. Bailing out to the right is the play.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Now 7 shots behind after that. As we get to the 7th tee at Central Otago Ridge, there's a bit of a decision to be made off the tee shot.
Not for me. I'm taking driver out every day. Downwind, I can fly that rock outcropping. Into the wind, I need driver just to get to it. Second shot again to a green that's long and surrounded by humps and hollows everywhere. This is a beauty.
Unable to find the green on this one.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Oh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And he's moving down to 5 over for the event. The 8th at Central Otago is a really long and strong par 3, Rich.
But it gives you a great bailout area on the right-hand side. You miss it out there, all of a sudden it could kick off that bank back onto the green. But if you get greedy and you miss this green to the left, you're going to have a challenging up and down from a low area.
This putt coming up is for birdie. I like the pace on this putt. Come on. No. So close. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at 5 over for the event. This 9th hole at Central Otago Ridge is a strong way to finish the outward line.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Setting up here with a very long putt. This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. The 10th hole begins a very impressive back 9 here at Central Otago.
Fairly generous driving area. The trees out there just there for aesthetics only. And the second shot has got some really cool features around it with the rocks front and left and even behind it. Luke, I absolutely love this hole.
He's hit that one well. Will it get there? And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
Ooh. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 11th is the longest hole at Central Otago, measuring 593 yards.
This is a whopper of a par 5. Only the longest in the game are going to get there in 2. Tree on the right-hand side. That's a great aiming point. For the layup, you're going to have to be mindful of some rocks short of the green. And then the third shot from there, better watch your spin. Anything coming up short right is going to fall well shy of the green.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Here's Will Zalatoris. 4 shots behind our leader. And back to the play, shall we? Always nice to have a birdie putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Oh, has given that one a bit of a wide berth. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Well, the 12th hole at Central Otago is a short par 4. Is it gettable?
It most definitely is. This is a tasty morsel of a little hole right here. If you can't reach it on your tee shot, anything out to the right-hand side is going to set up a very basic wedge shot. The green runs from left to right, right into the heart of it. This is a definite birdie opportunity.
Good look at a birdie here. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
I think this one is going to move to the left.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 13th at Central Otago is a par 4 and another quality 2-shotter.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line. From there, you want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play, as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
It looked a little wayward. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Time now for the 4th shot. Wow, what a save.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. The 14th hole is a par 3, Rich, but the tee shot really requires some sense and sensibility.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here, and as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's well played, pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Okay, time to return to the action. An opportunity for a birdie here. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Stop me if you've heard this before, but there seems to be a few rocky outcrops on this.
Luke, that's what I love about this golf course, is because we don't have too many hazards. We have rocks. That's what Mother Nature gave us. Again, when you look at this par 5, it just screams beauty from tee shot all the way up to the green. Just that one lone bunker on the right-hand side, which could see a fair bit of action with players' second shots, but is a very user-friendly green.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Ooh, watch this one break.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. The 16th, Rich, is just a picture-perfect par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Oh, he's got to love how this feels. Ahead in this rivalry. Nice.
Oh, just drifting in there with a little bit of fade on it. Lovely.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And back to the course with the live action. It's just about 3 feet away. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. As we near the conclusion of our round, Rich, 17, a good par 4 here.
Yeah, kind of a bowl-like effect off the tee. Fairway cameras in both right and left. Second shot to a minuscule green, it must be said, surrounded by rock cropping short of it and to the left of it. This is a designer's delight right here.
Lining up this putt. Still some meat on the bone. And he's down there. You got to read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Well, he is walking the walk. 2 strokes ahead in this rivalry right now.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Okay, let's head to the next. And it's a 1-stroke par for our leader over the field. And Rich, as we arrive at the final hole here at Central Otago, I'm a little upset because it's been just a stunning days out.
It is the largest fairway on this golf course. Tee it high, let it fly. More rock features on the left-hand side. Just the bunkers on the right are protecting that front portion there. Second shots should be favoring on the left-hand side as you'll get a nice kick to the right back onto the green.
This one is heading to a really not so good space. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? How close was that to going down? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And with that, this round comes to a close. Well, that was certainly a tale of 2 nines, Rich, and well done for this player to fight through a sloppy start.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully, a better day ahead.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of... UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the second round of the Bluff Championship. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
Look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Second shot here on the first. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup.
That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away. Starting the round at even par.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Don't you dare stop it. Slow, slow.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris.
Oh, you know you want to.
Oh, what a super shot.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Ooh. This one's for birdie. That moves him to within 2 shots of the cut line. And he's moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Stepping up now onto the tee of the par 4 third.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And the second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
This would be a great up and down. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Looks pretty good.
So close. Just a short putt remaining here. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow. Difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
3 over par. Didn't that look good for a long time? This next putt is for bogey. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. To par 4, the 5th hole.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Yeah, right-hand side of the green.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Well, that'll set up a birdie bid, Rich. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
With this, he'll go into a tie with Will Zalatoris.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And now at +4 for the event. The 6th is a par 4.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
Will Zalatoris is someone that everyone attached themselves to very quickly. He made that explosive start to his professional career. He's already ridden some serious back injury issues, but he shows a lot of heart and character, doesn't he? Because he's fought back very quickly.
He has. He's one of those players that he's silly talented, isn't he? The ball striking is absolutely amazing. You know, we've talked a little bit about his putting a little bit, but he gets past all of that, doesn't he? He just gets the job done time and time again. And I think that's what's going to be his legacy, is that he's out there. He's going to be a grinder. He's not going to go anywhere. You know, when you go head-to-head, you're going to have your hands full. He's just one of these all-around really, really solid players in the game.
And I love the way he goes about his business.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
You know what they say, when it's breezy, swing easy. All right, we're going with an extra club here.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Big putt for par coming up. John, have you got a read on this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's going to move right to left.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
And after that, he'll drop to 4 over par for the event. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he's looking good now. Up ahead in this matchup.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 9th is a par 5.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Going with the 5-iron here. Setting this putt up from a mile away. Yeah, this is a big swing of this one. Oh. 4 feet to the cup. Well, every player just looks for a little piece of momentum, and that was one right there. Now moving to within 3 strokes of the cut. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Wide open right here. Couple of cool trees there on the right-hand side for aesthetics only. They do not come into play. And the second shot here to one of the really interesting and neat greens surrounded by some rock outcroppings short of it and long and right as well. This is a gorgeous hole.
This would be a great up and down. Straight out of the top draw. And that's all she wrote. Sitting at 3 over for the event. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Spinning to the left of this one.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. And he's down there. You got a read?
An uphill left to righter.
That one went by with a bit of speed, didn't it? It's just about 3 feet away. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
That was a beauty, right against the hole. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. What a shot. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Tee shot, you want to aim it at those rock outcroppings and go ahead and hit yourself a nice little firm draw out there. Find the heart of the fairway. Second shot, also you want to favor the right-hand side. Near those rocks, is anything missing down to the left-hand side? Should be, might be, probably will be a certain bogey.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome. A par putt on the table.
I think he's liking this. He's got this putt to pull in front of Will Zalatoris.
Currently at +3 for the event. This 14th hole is a par 3.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here, and as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. Now 7 shots behind after that. Here we are at the par 5, 15th.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed, the beauty of them. To me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here once you get close to the green is going to be this deep cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Lovely touch. Well played. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
Second shot here on the 16th. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Is this one going to go down? Okay, let's get back to the action. Putting for a par here. Now 7 shots behind after that. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
He's standing over his 3rd shot. Big par saver coming up for this fella. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
And this putt should go left to right here.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's head to the final hole of this round.
Yeah, the largest fairway on the golf course here. So tee it high and let it fly. Second shot plays back uphill ever so slightly. 2 bunkers protecting the front right portion of this green, but you do have a little bit of help from the left-hand side.
Steps up to a punt of about 15 feet in distance. He's read a lot of break from the right here. And for our featured player, this is the end of the road, I'm afraid. He's below the cut line. There are still some players out on the course, but looks like he's not going to be able to stick around for the final 2 days. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Luke, I hoped we would see this group rivalry play out over the whole event, but this player couldn't even make the cut. That's extra harsh.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Round 1 of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. We've got an incredible week of golf in front of us, and we're looking forward to bringing you all the action right here on 2K Sports. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Ah. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
The second at Pinehurst number 2, Rich. Tee it high, let it fly.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, your second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway and plenty of runoff areas all around.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid.
From the rough here, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
This is his 4th shot. Ooh, that almost went down. This one for bogey. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The third, Rich, is a par 4, but it's a short one.
It is. Driver not always required by the players here, so anything finding the fairway will leave a second shot of, shortish length to a green that tilts from back to front and again has slopes that run in all different directions away from this green.
Let's return to live play now. In the bunker, off the tee. Got to make up for a mistake. Those fairway bunkers, they can be tricky. Tougher shot in golf. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? And if this can go down, he'll save par. And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
Absolutely. In the bunker off the tee, getting that one, that is a Brucey bonus.
The 4th hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an outstanding and challenging par 4.
A little bit of a shoot type feeling that you have off this tee to a fairway that cambers left to right. Second shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room on the right-hand side that you can use to bank the ball back onto the green. It is a difficult prospect, though.
That was well played. Got a fair piece of it. Never easy out of the fairway bunker. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, that was pure. That's just about 3 feet away.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Pinehurst number 2, originally designed by the legendary architect Donald Ross and restored recently by Core Crenshaw. And the 5th hole is a real feature, isn't it?
They've done an immaculate job here. Tee shot runs parallel in the opposite direction to the 4th. Fairway does camber from right to left, so a draw more than likely with your second shot, but you don't want to miss this green to the left. There is a massive run out, and that golf ball will keep going and going and going until it's gone.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Looks like he's got about 32 feet to the cup.
That's disappointing. Just a 4-footer remaining. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Over to 6 we go, Rich. The first par 3 here at Pinehurst number 2.
Yeah, not too much to this one other than the fact that you've got a minuscule green here and you got a lot of runoff areas into both bunkers, right and left. Difficult to find the surface in one. Par is going to be a good score.
This putt for par here. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on hole number 17.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. As you begin the 7th hole, a par 4, angles are of the premium.
Yeah, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Well, Rich, when she exploded onto the scene as a precocious young teenager, winning early, dominating the women's game, New Zealand had a bright young star in Lydia Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career. She's a lot to marvel at, isn't she?
She is, and it never ceases to amaze me, Luke, how players at such a young age have so much success, and then they taper off a little bit. Not fall away, but they taper off, and the game doesn't quite go the way it's always gone their entire life. They struggle. But then when they do come back, it's like they're even better than what they were before. And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out and a wunderkind, was winning everything at a young age. Amateur, then professional. And
yeah,
then
she exploded onto the scene.
She exploded, and then there was just a little bit of a drop-off, you know, and a little bit of confidence got shaken, which, like, how did that happen? She's the most confident person out there. She's beating everybody. And then all of a sudden, she fails and, you know, kind of changes things up a little bit, you know, knocks the dirt off and gets right back on that horse and starts winning again. I'm always fascinated by that because when you lose your confidence as a golfer, it's so hard to get it back because sometimes what happened to you is the death of you. You're just like, I can't shake, you know, whatever got into my brain or into my swing. I can't quite shake that, and I can't forget about it. And she's done so seamlessly. Hats off to her. I love watching her game. I love watching her play. But I'm more fascinated by the fact that she's come back stronger, I believe, than she was when she first came out.
That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. This is his second shot. Only a few shots off the pace. Sitting at 1 over. Putting for bogey. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
A little tricky putt here. It's going down the hill, moving right to left.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look. Let's take a look at the current standings. Sitting at 3 over for the day. The back nine at Pinehurst, number 2, starts at the par 5, Rich.
Just a long straightaway par 5. Really not much to it off the tee. Second shot, you've got to be mindful to put your third shot in a good position to maximize spin so you can control what the golf ball does once it lands on this green.
Well, that's a handy shot. Lining up from around 160 yards. 5 shots off the pace. This would be a great up and down. And this one is for his par. That's a good putt to make, that one. Now 5 strokes behind. Over to the 11th tee, where you've really got to be quite accurate off it in this par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Currently at +3 for the round. The 12th hole, Rich, stop me if you heard this, the par 4 that ends up with a crowned or domed green.
That's exactly what Pinehurst gives you every single hole, it seems like. A decision must be made off the tee. However, take the driver and hit it past an area or lay it back. However, the second shot is a little bit kinder green, it must be said. Birdie is actually an opportunity.
And how's that sitting in the bunker, John?
I'm not seeing a whole lot of ball in the sand here, guys. Let's see how they deal with this one.
Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here. Ooh. This next putt's for a Barney Rubble. And down it goes. The 13th hole here at Pinehurst, number 2, Rich. Just another one of these beaut par 4s.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
This one might need to sit. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 14th. Okay, that'll work. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, this putt is looking at to be about 23 feet.
Ooh, nice stroke. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Hole number 15 is a par 3.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
This is a lengthy putt here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A huge right to left swinger.
Ooh.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
On the tee now, the par 4 16th. It looked like it came out of a cannon.
That one's headed right and staying right.
This would be a great up and down. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. So close. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. When you stand on the 17th tee at Pinehurst number 2, it's hard not to think of all the history that's happened here. You think of '99 with Payne Stewart and Phil Mickelson. What's your thoughts?
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. Second shot up the hill slightly, but do not miss it too far right, or you'll find a low area for your second. Anything missing up to the left-hand side could kick back onto the green, and dare I say, finish with a birdie.
That's just about 3 feet away. And finishing up with a par here today. Well, Rich, that was a thrilling day's play. Always a pleasure to be alongside you in the booth. Catch you tomorrow.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The second round of the Daybreak Classic is set to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us once again. Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
Look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. Putting for birdie here. Now at 6 over for the event. Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, open up the angle for the second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway. And one of the features that we'll be talking about at Pinehurst, a green that has runoff areas in all 4 directions.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
This now, his third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This is a par putt. And well holed. Let's move on. Let's head out to the 8th hole. And time to check in with Matt Fitzpatrick from England, standing over this next shot. And after that effort, that's how it looks. And stepping up the standings after that effort. And we've arrived now at the 3rd. It's a par 4.
A driver not required, just anything to put your tee shot in the fairway. Second shot will be shortish in length, but again, a green that has runoff areas in all kinds of directions. Still a good birdie opportunity.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. And he's down there. You got a read?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
That's disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot, straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right-hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
Going with the hybrid. That got a little out of control, I think.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 14th.
He's got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
And back to the play, shall we? All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This one's for bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Sitting at 7 over for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke. Oh, Luke, that was a stonker there.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green. Ooh, yeah. This one's headed right.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Time to play from the bunker. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. This next one from the beach. How about this line? This next putt for double bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. A chance here to erase the double on the last and focus on hitting a great tee shot.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
Ah, absolutely flushed. Now we catch up with Tom Kim from earlier in the round. Interested to take a look at this approach shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Ooh, that almost went down. 11 feet to the cup.
For bogey.
Ooh, asking for a big break on this one. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now, plus 11 overall. We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch. And that puddle drop. Well done. Sitting at 11 over for the event. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunker surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
Might not have enough out of the rough on this one.
Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. And here we are with the third shot. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
I was thinking bogey, double bogey, but with that chip in, it's a par.
Currently at 11 over for the event. Hole number 9 is a par 3.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
7 feet to the cup. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Rich, cut day today, always filled with a little bit of nerves for a lot of players out there, but this player's in a pretty good position.
Well, Luke, it's going to take an incredible amount of work and also some luck for them to hoist themselves above this cut line. I'd love to see them do it, but I'm not too sure they've got it in them today.
Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey, Luke. Yes, I'm down here checking out Tom Kim as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Now it's time to get the putter out. That's safely on the surface. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That's a fighting effort. Hit it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
That's what I'm talking about. Nicely done. Up and down for the birdie out of the bunker.
Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Tom Kim as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Lining up from the sand now.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. He'll be glad to be putting now. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently plus 10 now for the event. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. Toot, toot. There's Tom the Tank Engine. Don't we love Tom Kim? Beamer, he has got some go in him.
He's got all kinds of giddy up in him. Yeah, he's just a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Young kid out there having some fun, playing the game that he loves. And it shows. He's out there smiling, laughing, engaging with the fans. You know, it's refreshing. It's nice to see that because, you know, the PGA Tour can be so cutthroat at times, and yet you have this young kid out there who's just happy to be here, but he's happy to be here and winning.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
This sand shot awaits. Oh, right by the hole. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the second shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much speed on that putt. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Sitting at 10 over par for the event. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. Next up is this two-shot hole.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar results as yesterday.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, well played. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
7 feet to the cup. That's so close, but never mind. Just missing the par there. Unfortunate to drop a shot. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with a birdie? Why not?
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, got unlucky there. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Didn't that look good for a long time? Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, when he's hit the shot limit on his final hole of the round, and that will mean his day has come to an end.